Hey, gonna give a few minutes here for some people to connect and get on here. I just wanted to try to get an update out to everybody. Um, it's been a couple of days. I haven't been able to do much because fortunately, we have had cell service here, at least around where we're at in Fort Myers. The data works. It's been really slow, but at least it works. So we're able to text people and get some pictures in and out and basic things like that. Um, so the service has been at least solid as far as that goes for us. Um, if I look tired, it's because I am. I actually just woke up. I fell asleep earlier and slept pretty hard. Actually, I slept like 9, 10 hours last night and caught up and got rested and got up early this morning, started working, cleaning, and trying to get things in order around here. We didn't suffer that much damage, but there's a lot of dirt. Just stuff. I was amazed at like the amount of stuff that's just in the screens on the front porch and stuff from where the wind just blew everything in. My car got beat up a little bit. It got scratched up, got a pretty good dent in the door from a tree fell on it. And I thought it had mud on it. If you looked at that album of photos, there's a picture of my car in there, and it looks like mud is splattered all over it. It's actually leaves. They were basically just plastered to the car from the wind blowing it so hard. Because we had like 100, 125 mile an hour winds, and it was kind of crazy. So I got it cleaned off today, at least where I can drive it and everything. Um, we've had my neighbor Wade also had didn't know he had a pallet of water scheduled to come down. Had somebody bring down a pallet of water from Tampa, so I brought a pallet of water in the van, and we've given out a lot of that to our neighbors. We've got it out stacked up out in the parking lot, and they just come over and grab a case whenever they need it. And whenever we go out, we throw some in the car. I went out today and took 4 cases and just drove around till I saw people working outside their houses and stopped and gave them water and stuff. And it's been pretty good. People around us, and I posted that update earlier today. The people in our immediate area around us are doing fairly well. From I guess a couple blocks behind us towards the river, and all the way to the river, that whole area pretty much flooded. A lot of flood damage. A lot of you go down the streets and there's people are piling all their belongings out by the curb. It's pretty bad. And down where Rob, my buddy, lives, he lives a little bit closer to Sanibel Island, and in his neighborhood, he lives in a gated neighborhood, and it has a wall around it, which protected a lot of it. But on his little block in the neighborhood, him and the few houses immediately around him, they were the only ones in there that did not flood inside their homes. He said the water line was like a half inch from coming in his door, and so they were very fortunate. He has a leak in his roof and some water damage in one bedroom. Just yeah, very fortunate. Same thing. If you didn't read it, the update, my business was in good shape, really untouched almost. Had some dirt around the front and back door where water came in because of the wind and everything. But other than that, no damage there. So just crazy how lucky we've all been in that regard. And I was so tired last night. I finally had to sit down. Once I sat down and wound down, I went to sleep, slept like 9, 10 hours. And today just been kind of cleaning up. I posted another update earlier today. Like I said, the people immediately around us are doing fairly well. Some people have come and got some food and things, kind of laid things out, kind of like a grocery store inside my door, and just people come in with grocery bags, whatever, fill them up and take it with them. And it's been, going pretty well for us, actually. We got our generator up and going and got the freezer, refrigerator going. So cold water in there, which has helped a lot. And before I came down, I went and bought a small portable air conditioner to put in, that would cool one room. I got it set up, got my bedroom cooled off, and passed out earlier. It was some much needed rest. Last night was actually pretty cool and breezy, so we just opened up all the windows on lower places and let the air blow through. And I actually slept pretty good last night too. As opposed to, during the trip down, I only slept twice for about 45 minutes each over a 31-hour period of traveling down here. Normally that's a 17-hour drive. What else is going on? The utility workers, first responders, I couldn't tell you. It's amazing. They're just out everywhere. The response. I know there's people having hard times, very hard, and there's people who are frustrated and over it, and the lack of power and things like that. But they're making their way across the city pretty quickly with this stuff. I mean, we've kind of watched different areas come online and lights come on and gas stations open, and it's pretty sorry. It's definitely emotional to watch it all happen. My understanding is those utility workers are out sleeping in their trucks and everything. So it's pretty crazy. Then a while ago, I was dead asleep. I mean, I was out, and that little portable air conditioner I put up in the bedroom, it blows air kind of straight up. So my ceiling fan was turning, and it was just blowing that. I fell asleep. And I woke up, and I said, that ceiling fan is turning really fast. And the reason is because they just turned their power on. So now the cleanup really begins. There's just dirt and stuff everywhere, and tracking. There's just so much leaves and debris and everything outside. We track stuff in to the house and everything, and we'll sweep that up, whatever. We're waiting to hear more from my neighbor Wade. His friend is over on Pine Island, and they're stranded, but they also won't leave because they everything, they've been there like 20 years, and everything they own is there, and apparently there's some looting and things going on over there, which I don't get it. It must be locals or something that's doing it, and they need supplies bad, and he's been reaching out to Wade, and we're trying to get coordinated with him. He apparently has a boat, and if he can get out, he's going to come and meet us somewhere, and we're going to take them a bunch of supplies and food. And Wade picked up another generator today for them, and so they can protect everything they've got and stay there. So you guys, you guys know me. It's emotional, and but what you guys have done is going to save some lives, and I usually handle stress pretty well. I get emotional when things are over, and starting to come down off lead a little bit. When I was on my way down here, was kind of on a mission, and sat down, had a good cry last night, and it's tough to drive around the area and see things, because this area is truly absolutely beautiful, and there's just so much that's dead now. When you see those pictures of someplace like someplace down in the Caribbean that gets hit with a hurricane, and then they show like a picture of just dead trees. It just looks like somebody just torched an entire forest or something. That's truly what it looks like. I've never seen anything like it. Of course, this is the first time I've ever been anywhere near an area that was hit by a hurricane. And I've growing up in West Virginia, you see flooding and different disasters happen, and close to that, but you never being close to anything like this. And that's it's a bad scene. There's places I saw that are just, down towards where Rob lives. So Susie, that just commented on Facebook, is our neighbor here. So, um, down where Rob lives, that whole area around him flooded really bad. And there's like mobile home parks that are just wiped out, just destroyed. There are literally shipping containers in the streets that washed up, trucks in the ditches, like big box trucks that are just places they shouldn't be. Um, there's along Summerlin Road, which is one of the main roads. That's the road that goes all the way down straight over to Sanibel Island. There's a place where there's literally boats almost in the trees that are up there. So um, it's there's a lot of people that has a lot of work to do, and um, it's gonna be a long, long haul. Our house on the market is on the market in Louisville, so if it sells, in the next month or so, we're gonna be. Hey, it's gonna be the first rough few months in Fort Myers for us. And but uh, we'll get to watch it be rebuilt. We'll get to be a part of it, and that's um, the best we can do is to be a part of it. So just wanted to get on, give you guys an update, let you know things are progressing. Definitely have, um, you know, helped a lot of people, and going to continue. We still have quite a bit of food and water. Going to continue helping people. The gas lines are getting shorter. I got gas today. I only had to wait about 10 or 15 minutes. It just depends on where you go, and if people know where the gas station's open, it takes a little while for word to get around that they are open, so the lines are shorter sometimes. My neighbor went out this morning, Susie, that just commented there on Facebook. She went out at like 5:30, and at 8:50 and waited in line at 8:15. They ran out of gas. So those are just tough things that we're dealing with down here, and you don't want to know. Um, you don't want to go too low on your gas in your car, because then what if you can't get gas? What if you have to drive too far to get gas? Every time we go out, quarter tank, half tank, we fill the cars up, wait in line, wait for it. If you have a couple empty cans for the generators, we go ahead and fill them up so we have plenty. And it's pretty amazing to watch everybody help. So, but this is home now. This is our future home, and we're still going to move. And some people probably think we're crazy, but hopefully this is a once in a lifetime thing, like other disasters happen to people, and everybody will get through it. Most people, there were a lot of people that won't and didn't, and I've heard some pretty bad stories, so I'll just leave it at that. Haven't seen anything yet, but I'm sure I will before I go. That's that bad. But again, I just want to hop on, give you guys kind of an update the best I can. Again, I just woke up a little bit ago from a little nap, and I was out, and I'm still a little foggy. For those of you who are just getting on, we have electricity now at our place. Hope it stays on. May go off again. I don't know. They rolled in here in our area with the utility trucks, and they've been all up and down the highways working today. In our area, and I guess I'm sure it's a very methodical process of how to bring up, the power grid in sections and in order and everything, because I guess it makes sense. Closer to the water you get, the further downstream in the power grid it's going to be, and they have to do it section by section. But there's a ton of people here working, a ton. I'll say that, for all the knocks the government takes from disaster recovery, and I'm sure there's going to be some nightmare stories for some people and all that, to watch it from an overview, it's incredible. The response, the police protection from the sheriff's office. They're out arresting looters. I mean, they're no joke here with law enforcement. I mean, they make sure people are safe. And you got an amazing Lee County sheriff, uh, and all the ones around us. They're pretty amazing. So I'm going to just had dinner. My neighbor cooked some ribs this evening, and that was good. It was funny earlier today. When I came down, I had a cooler and I had one bottle of Dr. Pepper in there, and I got some ice up the road, and I filled up the gas on the way. And we opened that Dr. Pepper up and split it up today, and I think it was the best Dr. Pepper I've ever tasted in my life. So, but I'll let you guys go. Again, just wanted to give you an update, let you know where things stand. Now power is up and the internet is on in the house. I've got good bandwidth and can do lives and everything. I'll try to get some video footage uploaded. I've been, as I drive around, I've been taking some different video with my GoPro and just getting some different shots and stuff to give you guys an idea of what we've seen down here. It's just heartbreaking. And it's overall everything. The people were pretty good. The intersections are all, when the lights are out there, they become four-way stops. Everybody takes turns for the most part. Most people are cool with it. They do a good job. They understand it. Then you got some jerks that, when the people in front of them go, they slip out behind them, and the next thing you know, 2 or 3 cars are going from one side and almost causing accidents and stuff. But I guess the lights will be online. And let me tell you something, it's tough to stop at lights when they're not working. When they're flashing red or something's one thing, but man, when the lights are dead and you're just driving down the road, it's really easy to accidentally run through an intersection if there's not, a bunch of cars already stopped. And then there's other places. A lot of the intersections I've seen, the street lights are gone. They were stripped off of the wires, and like there's just bare wires hanging from the up above where the street lights were. That's just crazy to think of that. So, but I'll leave you guys, and I'm going to get to work around here this evening probably, since I took a nap, and I'll probably be up half the night now, and get some things cleaned up, put away, organized, and hopefully get out tomorrow and get out in the community a little bit. Probably take some more water out to folks and help some people out. And Wade's waiting to hear from his friend. I told him that, if he has to wake me up at 3 a.m. to go take his stuff to him, let me know, because those people they're on the brink over there. The ones that didn't leave and couldn't leave, they're just protecting their livelihoods. And a lot of people say, well, they get what they deserve because they stayed when they should have left and everything. But in their case, everything they own was there. They've been there 20 years. The guy and his wife, everything they own is there. Their life is there. And if they leave, it's going to get looted and destroyed, and then they'll have nothing. And I understand, why they didn't. And we're going to take them supplies that, for him and his wife, and the stuff we're sending, and they probably will be able to share some of this with other people around them. There's probably enough food and water and everything they could survive for 2 or 3 weeks. So hopefully get that done. And when we do, I'll give you an update on that. But hope you guys have a great evening. We're going to get to work here and try to get another good night's sleep tonight and get out and do some more good tomorrow. So again, thank you all.